I'm Lorraine Ballato, and so I really wanted to tell you a little bit about the self-watering container concept. And what it is a way for you to convert any round container you have into a self-waterer. And it's a very easy system for you to adapt. Take any round container you have and you create 2 chambers in that container. And you can do that quite easily by using this product that's on the market called Upsy-Daisy. This comes in diameters 10 to 24 inches, and you take it and you put it in your container. On the top of the daisy you put your plants and your potting soil, and in the bottom you create the reservoir. That's going to be the area that holds the water that's going to feed your plant when you don't have to water your plant every single day. And that reservoir is going to be made of a material like pond liner. Maybe you're going to use a shower curtain or a tarp or anything you have around the house that's made of plastic and can be watertight for a long period of time. To do that, you can use PVC or electrical conduit. Let me show you what that looks like. I like to use electrical conduit as opposed to PVC because it's gray and it blends in with the coloration of the plants in the container and you don't see it. If you have something that's smaller as a container, you can use something called an air base, and that comes in diameters 4 to 10 inches for smaller containers. And if you look over here, you can see a small container that I've converted. And here you can see how I've used the electrical conduit, and it's a little bit higher here. Normally it's going to be at the top of the container, but here it's a little bit higher, so for demonstration purposes. You make a dipstick, which is quite simple to take out to tell you when you need to fill your container, and that dipstick is made from a wine cork that you hopefully will have around the house or you can borrow from friends, and a bamboo skewer, things that are readily available. As it turns out, I have a website that goes with the book, and the website turns out to be a blog as well, and people on the website tell me that over time they actually don't even go out and buy the inserts, they actually make them themselves once they figure out that the material that they're going to use for the insert is strong enough to hold the weight of the plant and the potting soil. What I really want you to see is the difference between the roots of a plant that's in a self-waterer as opposed to the plant that's not in a self-waterer. Over here is the plant that's in the self-waterer, and as you can see, the root system is big and fat and healthy. Over here you see the plant that's not in a self-waterer, and compared to the other one, the roots are pretty scrawny. There are 2 plants side by side. On the left side is the plant that's in the self-waterer, and the top growth on that is much better than the plant that's not in the self-waterer on the right-hand side. The plant on the left is in the self-waterer, and the plant on the right is not, and again you see the top growth being much healthier, and that of course means for a much better plant and a much happy gardener. The book talks about how you do that in a step-by-step process of over 30 photographs, and there's an associated website that does the same, and that you can write to me and tell me about your experiences, ask me any questions, and I'll be more than glad to answer them.